Hi everybody, it's Dave Griffiths here from runlikeadrain.com. This is my uh, update for my blog for my trading during October 2020. A little bit different this time. Rather than writing a big long summary at the end of the blog and sort of trying to, you know, agonise over writing all my thoughts and editing it and rewriting, etc., I just thought I'd talk into the video and see if I can do it quicker. This is actually take 3, so if I get to take 20, I might change my mind and write about it instead of trying to do a video. But anyway, let's see if I can do it third time lucky. So, when I do my blog normally, as soon as I finish trading each day, I do two things, which only take literally 2 minutes. The first thing I do is I fill out my Excel spreadsheet, which I'll show you in just a second. And the second thing I do is while it's fresh in my mind, I do like a miniature daily report, and it takes me a minute or so, and I just write about what happened in the day, etc. And then I obviously start with my starting bank and end with my closing bank, and then I just carry on the next day and I do the same. So the important bit, which is my Excel spreadsheet, I complete that each day, and away we go. Now, if anyone's not read my blog before, the reason I started it was to sort of face up to the fact that I was losing badly. I started trading in January 2019 and lost an awful lot of money. I used to win an awful lot of money doing match betting, and I lost most of it doing trying to learn how to trade. So I started the blog to make myself face up to the facts, really, that I was losing, consistently, uh, because I was either going to stop trading or work harder, basically. Anyway, let's get back to this month. It was my fourth consecutive month, which I'm really pleased about. I joined Back for Profit towards the tail end of February, and I I wouldn't say I was still messing about. I was trying, but I think even though after I joined, I sort of watched all the videos and read all the stuff, and I probably got to grips with the whole idea of it and how it works quite quickly. But it still took me a while to get the discipline part, because the whole sort of method is heavily based on discipline and being very selective and very cautious, and everything's all very safe and sound. Uh, Previously, when I first started doing in running, I was doing over 600 trades a month, so I was, literally doing 20 races a day, 30 days of the month, and it was just insane. So that was a hell of a lot to unlearn. So as you can see there, even through March, I was pretty erratic with some pretty hefty red days. I mean, that was a bit of a stinker. But slowly over time, I started to sort of cut those out with Andrew's help and Bolokins to sort of, and it took a while for the penny to really drop. I think even now, it's still a struggle. Each day when I read my report for this month, there were still days when I entered trades when I shouldn't have done. But I've just got a lot better at managing them when I do enter and make a mistake, or enter when I shouldn't, really. But that's the hard part. It's just the discipline, and it's just like a constant battle with yourself, really. But uh, I'm sort of getting there now. So you can't fluke it. Not 4 months, you can't fluke it. The reason why my winnings are increasing each month, it's not because I'm trading better. It's just because my stakes are increasing steadily over time. If you read back in the blog some of the older reports, you'll see that at the beginning of June I changed my liability from just being a set liability for a fixed amount to being a liability based on the percentage of my bank. I reset the bank to 500, and I set it to my stakes to be 5% liability of my bank. So when I started with 500, my liability would have been £25, and then as I won and lost, that would have gone up or down. So I started July, after losing a little bit in June, with just under 500, and as of where are we? As of the end of trading on the 30th of October, I had the day off on the 31st. I don't like Saturdays very much, to be truthful. But as of the end of October, my bank is £1,627.97p. I started the month, by the way, with 1204, so 1204.33. So I've increased my bank by 35% this month, which is very good. And what I've got here, which sort of gives me real hope for the future, is I've got a compound interest calculator on Excel, which somebody kindly did for me, and I set it to a lowly 20%, and I've been beating those figures quite easily. According to this target figure, next month I need to win 325. Well, I'm already ahead of that, so it bodes well. If I get very, very optimistic and have it set to 30%, then you'll see that, and I'm not, I am doing around about 30% at the moment, then there's every chance that the end of Feb or perhaps March, if I don't withdraw any money from my Betfair account, and that's the key to it, not withdrawing any money, then I should continue to grow, and within the next 4 or 5 months, there's every possibility that I will be winning £1,000 a month if I continue to trade the way I'm trading right now. So it sounds positive. The only sort of slight fly in the ointment is that assumes that I don't withdraw any money from Betfair. But we've just gone into another national lockdown, and I'm self-employed, and my business has been hammered by COVID, and it's about to get hammered a bit more by the look of it. So the chances are I might need to withdraw some money in December, so that may just delay things. But that's life, isn't it? So we'll see. There's worse things that COVID could do to me than affect my business. So going forward, I couldn't be more pleased, really. I'm just hoping for more of the same this coming month, really. I don't need to change what I'm doing too much. I still got to work harder to cut out these bloody reds. I was so annoyed with myself this month, I can't tell you, because in September I only got 1 red, and in August I only got 1 red. So when I started October, I was thinking, right, this is the month when I go the entire month without having a red day, and then instead of getting 1, I got 2, so well, at least I avoided getting 1 red day, but it's not great, is it, when you get 2? But still, there you go. If you look back to what I was doing in January, getting 2 red days where the biggest one is 15 quid, I think I'd have snatched your arm off, wouldn't I? So I shouldn't really complain. So that's my update for this month. Just below this video, you'll find a link through to the blog if you're watching this on YouTube. If you're watching this on the blog, then you're already there, so don't worry about it. But there'll probably be a link down below that for the review of Back for Profit if you're interested, and if you've got any questions about my trading or about the difference it's made since I changed my stakes to 5% of bank, etc., whatever you want to ask me, by all means get in touch with me, ask a question in the blog, or contact me on Twitter, which is @DrainRun, and I'll do my best to answer them. Thanks very much for listening, and I'll speak to you next month.